Countries and regions around the world see the U.S. election really as a make or break election. Regardless of who wins the election, certainly they'll have to deal with the war in Ukraine, the war in the Middle East, technological challenges, the rise of China. But I think what is probably the most important new variable in all of this will be the growing cohesion among autocratic powers, that is China, Russia, Iran, North Korea, and others. It's a fairly recent development, but will be the mainstay in terms of security challenges for the next administration. Allies and partners are very important for the United States, given the multiple challenges in the world today. But I think allies at the same time have a bit of trepidation about what to expect with our election. On the one hand, they hope there'll be continuity in terms of security. On the other hand, they're very concerned about trade relations. Many of these countries have trade surpluses with the United States, and depending on who becomes president, that could be seen as a real liability in the alliance relationship. Allies at the same time also want to see continuity in terms of economic security issues, building supply chains, protecting critical and emerging technologies. The next president of the United States should not discount the fact that our policies will be determined not just by what we do, but the domestic situation in other countries. We'll be dealing with a China that is in economic deceleration, has a real estate insolvency problem, high unemployment problems, and that will create certain types of Chinese external behavior, regardless of what our policies are or who our president is. The same thing with Russia. The next administration is going to deal with a war-depleted Russia that has lost 500,000 lives, where they have labor shortages, severe economic deprivation, and that will also affect the way Russia behaves externally outside of the war front in Ukraine, in other parts of the world, and that might be irrespective of what U.S. policies are. Our election is very important, and if I could offer one piece of advice to the next administration, it would be to signal continuity to our allies and partners, whether on the security front or in terms of economic relations, supply chains, and economic resiliency.